We're seeing infants. Gunfight, gun battle. Hey, can you turn real quick so they can hear it? It's important that the American people know that what is happening down here is much broader in scope than just people crossing our border.
I want to bring in now Congressman August Pfluger, Republican from Texas, who just visited the border. Thanks for being with me. What we just saw and heard, is that a fluke?
Harris, it's not a fluke. It's the behavior that's incentivized by the bad Biden border policies. Drug trafficking, human trafficking, the children we saw at the facility, these are being exploited by the behaviors and the policies that have been reversed. And you're going to see more of it. You know, we have thousands of illegal crossings every single day, yet the Department of Homeland Security Secretary Mayorkas cannot even accept the fact that this is a crisis. He won't admit to it, and neither will President Biden.
Well, you have to experience this. I mean, what that gentleman just was witnessing as he stopped talking to let the camera roll on the sound of that gun battle. I mean, that's not Iraq. That's our southern neighbor.
That's exactly right. And it's just another symptom of the fact that the policies are indicating to everyone, including American citizens, that our border is open. Yesterday, the Secretary of Homeland Security said that our border is secure. Well, excuse me, Mr. Secretary, but we have 4,500 to 6,000 people, according to your own CBP agents, that are crossing illegally every single day, including those on terror watch list. This is not secure.
Well, we're both young enough to remember, Secretary Jay Johnson. I'm being facetious. It wasn't that long ago that he said under Obama that if you had 1,000 crossing over in a day, it was a bad day. I mean, this has gone so far afield of that. Can we catch up, and what does it look like?
Well, we have to get back to policies that actually secure the border. The Remain in Mexico policy, the deals that we had with the Northern Triangle countries of Honduras and Guatemala and others, that were able to turn folks back. But more than that, we need President Biden to actually use rhetoric, strong, secure rhetoric that says, do not come to this border illegally. We have a process. There's a legal law and order way that we do this. And coming across illegally. You know, the people that are actually hurting the most here are the kids. That is the real tragedy
no doubt.
here.
But Congressman, I want to get this in real quickly before I have to let you go. So, I mean, the president, Joe Biden, has said in an interview recently with George Stephanopoulos, don't come. You might take that as a don't come yet, because there's no indication that the policies are going to change. It's just that our agents, everybody's overwhelmed right now. FEMA's there. They're putting kids for the first time today in that convention center in Dallas. I mean, you're seeing things roll out. You're not seeing the president go to the border, but that's just the thing. I don't know if those words from him would make that much of a difference. But when you consider the two immigration bills that are being pushed today, what does that do to the situation?
Well, it just shows you how tone deaf this administration is to the real crisis. And in fact, in my district in Midland, Texas, with zero notification, with no coordination, they put overnight a facility that holds up to 700 kids. And they didn't contact the sheriff or the mayor or the judge or anybody that could actually help and collaborate. They just did this. And it's a symptom of exactly what I just talked about, of not realizing or admitting that this is a crisis. And the same thing could be said for the bills that they're trying to pass this week, which don't address the real issue. We have a crisis at the border because of Biden's bad policies.
Yeah. Well, Congressman Pfluger, I've been calling it a disaster, because the only time I've ever covered FEMA on the ground as a reporter, they were going to a hurricane, a tornado, a disaster. And that's what's happening now with how they're dealing with this with FEMA.
Well,
Good to see you today. Please come back.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Harris.